Hey there, it's Pete over at the Sampleist, and today we are checking out Deep Pool from In Session Audio. Deep Pool is all about modern down-tempo drums, and everything contained within it is suited to tempos between 60 and 84 BPM. However, the instrument is not limited to that. You can use it in lots of other different scenarios. There are 20 suites of richly textured drums, and the whole instrument is really simple and straightforward to use. There's onboard effects. Drums are designed for us already, and you've got this amazing customization within the interface. Deep Pool runs in the free Contact player, and it is also NKS compatible, and it's currently on sale for $99.99. This sale runs out in 4 days, so if this is an instrument that interests you, you need to jump on it quickly. But my first impressions are this is absolutely wonderful. So what we're going to do in this video, we are going to check out the sounds of Deep Pool, the way it's put together, and then I've put it into a composition. And then following that, there are my closing thoughts. And for this one, my closing thoughts are a little bit rambly because there's a undefining quality about Deep Pool that I absolutely love, but I cannot put my finger on. So more about that later. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank In Session Audio for sending over a copy of Deep Pool so we can make this video. While we do get the instruments for free, we do not allow that to cloud our thoughts, ideas, or judgments. We are just hardworking composers working in the industry, giving you our thoughts and ideas on these wonderful instruments. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. And here we go. We have Deep Pool from In Session Audio, and I'm already kicking myself. I should have said let's dive in, not jump in, because it's a pool. I don't know. The GUI is absolutely stunning, and it's a really, really simple instrument to use. You can tweak it. I'll talk about that later. There is only a single instrument, one NKI, so I haven't shown the rack mount of Contact. And if you go up here, you will see we've got 3 categories. We've got the full mixes, we've got the minimal mixes, and we've got some selections. So we're going to play through some of those. So I've loaded up just the first instrument that appears in Deep Pool. And everything is just triggered using these keys. Now I have brought my tempo in my DAW down to 75 BPM. So we get that kind of middle ground for the down tempo drums. But let's just play a green key, and that's going to trigger all of the different sections, and we get a loop. And we have an ending there, which is lovely. Now, that's all fine and well. You just play those in your DAW and you've got instant loops and they sound fantastic. So remember, that is one of 20 suites. And I only played a couple of examples. Now, the different color keys, so if I was to hover my mouse, we've got the blue, we've got the red, got the pink, and then we've got red up here. They have different functions. So the color keys here, if I hold down several of them at the same time, I'm going to get my own loop. So these keys are component parts. So blue's a bass. Red seems like sound design percussion, possibly snares. And then we've got the hats. And interestingly, I didn't even hit those in time particularly, and it all just syncs together and aligns itself. So really, really cool stuff. Now, these red keys down the bottom actually control different effects. Okay, and you can assign any of those to your mod wheel. So I'm just going to, yeah, I've just assigned it. So I've got this lo-fi effect going on, and I can play a loop and bring that in. Okay, so when you're holding it, sorry, when you're just controlling it, as you can see, it didn't have any difference, but when you hold the key down, you can automate that lo-fi effect. It's very, very cool stuff. I like things like that. So yeah, wonderful. Now we've got lots of different controls up here. So the EQ, tone, etc. And you can choose when you're building your own loops, you can just sort of customize and choose anything from all these different loops. Very, very cool stuff. And there's different banks within each instrument as well. So that's generally the controls of the loops. Sorry, there's the banks there as well. And they're all BPM and tempo synced. Sorry, tempo identified. There we go. So if I was to load up another one. And let's go for another full mix. You can see how they're categorized. Now, if I use the mod wheel, actually that is assigned, so let's just remove that. Just because I do get comments sometimes saying, well, you didn't use a mod wheel. So I'm just going to play a loop and use the mod wheel as it stands. And we can see it doesn't do anything. So it's up to you if you want to add some different assignments, but that is sounding absolutely brilliant. Let's go for another one. So let's go to the more minimal loops. Now, I absolutely love the sound design behind that. That just sounds so cool. So you're getting an idea, a flavour of what Deep Pool sounds like. Let's just check out a few selections. That sounds cool. Now, for my money, you can hear there are lots of different places you could use these type of sounds. Okay, so these selections are, there's no loops here, but you have different selections. Oh, one thing I didn't talk about, if I was to go back to any of these, so we can hear we've got the full loops. If you want to just play the single instruments, these are the red keys up here. So you've got the ability to build your own loops just by playing the keyboard or sort of drawing it in the piano roll. Completely up to you how you do it. So yeah, I sort of jumped around a little bit there. It really is that easy. It is a fantastic sounding instrument. So there are 20 suites. You can just obviously mix and match. You can play them as they are in loops, or you can build your own loops, and then obviously put them in your compositions how you want. Now, there's a really, really cool feature where you can speed up the tempo, because this is in 75 BPM at the moment, and it will not stretch the samples, cause any artifacts, anything like that. So if I just change my tempo to 128 and play a loop, yeah, it sounds cool. And everything seamlessly interacts together and changes, and it just works very, very well. So you can see, this is why I said you're not limited to 60 BPM to 84 BPM. You can go a lot faster than that as well, and the loops will sound incredible. So Deep Pool does down-tempo modern percussion incredibly well. The sound design is awesome. The sampling is fantastic. My first impressions when I started playing with it was, wow, this is great. And I don't make down-tempo music at all, but I love the sound of these things. So I've made a composition, and I really wanted to test in the composition the idea that you can speed up some of the loops. So I'll talk about my thoughts later, but essentially I ended up going down this shoegaze route, and being a guitarist and chaining pedals and creating wonderful soundscapes is really, really cool. But Deep Pool is actually the reason I went that way, because I find it incredibly inspirational listening to these rhythms. It's something different. The sound design is different. The character, I mean, the depth of character in Deep Pool is absolutely huge. So that's where it sent me, and it may send you in different directions. I don't know. So let's check out the composition, and then I'm going to attempt to put into thoughts what I think about it. Not thoughts, words, but thoughts as well. Anyway, on with the music.
Dangers waiting for you.
And here we are once again at the closing thoughts section of the video. So what do I think about Deep Pool from In Session Audio? This one is a really tough one for me to try and put into words because I think this is a really, really special instrument and I'm still trying to put my finger on why. And I'm going to try my best. So I am not a down-tempo kind of guy. I'm really not. I've never made that kind of music before. And I started composing with Deep Pool and I found some rhythms that I liked and yeah, it was all good. And I thought, let's grab some loops from elsewhere, put those in, tempo sync everything together, and there you go, I've got a demo. Bit of a cop-out, I haven't really played much, but it's there so we can hear it. But of course, I was playing around with the rhythms and I wanted to showcase Deep Pool as the main instrument. And I found this brilliant kit, and the first rhythm sounded like a heartbeat. But instantly, you could hear like the depth of samples, the character. You can hear the EQ that's in there, the filter, just everything about the way the instrument's put together just oozed this character for me. And I was like, this is a heartbeat and it's got other bits going on, but this is really, really wonderful. And it got me thinking, I'm going to do something a bit more emotional, a bit more ambient, and I went down the shoegaze route. And I love just getting my guitar and playing different effects, chaining everything together and just seeing what things sound like, and that's exactly what I went for. So had my idea, got my drums, went for shoegaze, and then I thought I want to keep it as In Session Audio as possible. And I will always say, if you talk to me outside of the Sampleist, just as, you know, general person, friend, I recommend In Session Audio instruments all the time because not only do they have this utility, they are something completely different and they all have character. In fact, I was saying to my friend a couple of days ago, get Riff Generation Inside Out Edition, get it, it's on sale, it's fantastic, will change your life. But it is one of my top 5 instruments. I will take that anywhere. If I could only choose 5, it's in there. And Deep Pool just sent me on this shoegaze journey. So I got guitar swell and I added some effects. Some of it's out the box, some of it I've just put some different things on, and it is brilliant, and it all came together really well. Got some vocal chops that I sort of edited and stitched together to turn into a bit of a track. And I also tested the feature that's really, really important, that you can stretch the tempo. So I'm actually doing this composition in 123 BPM, but this is targeted more for lower down-tempo music. And that's absolutely fine. So I wanted to see what that capability was like, and it sounds absolutely brilliant. So this is my thing. It's not just for down-tempo music. It has this quality, this character, and you can use it for soundtrack, you can use it for underscore, you can use it in lots of different scenarios, and it's going to sound cool. And that's why I went on this shoegaze route. And I just don't know what it is about it. I still can't decide. But there is, like, you got to try it for yourself. There is something inherently fantastic about this instrument. So maybe I'll do an update. Maybe I'll pin a comment at the bottom when I can actually put it into words. But for $99.99, this is a wonderful instrument. And now I've already thought about lots of different places I'm going to use it. And anywhere you want to just add some character and add something different, you can. And it's out of the box. Like, the sounds are just fantastic. The way it's processed, I don't know. I hugely recommend it. I really, really do. I think it's a wonderful instrument, but don't just think it's just for down-tempo music, and it is, and it does it so beautifully well, but there are so many different applications you can use Deep Pool in. So In Session Audio, for me, have absolutely smashed it. Fantastic instrument. Yeah, go get it. You will love it. And yeah, I can't really say much else. It's only on intro for 4 more days at the time of this video being published, so do check it out. And yeah, I hope you just enjoyed my take on Deep Pool, using it in a slightly different composing application. All that leaves me to say is thank you so much to In Session Audio for sending over a copy of Deep Pool so we could make this video. If you like what you heard, feel free to leave a like on the video and of course drop us a comment. What do you like about Deep Pool? What do you think about it? Is my meandering at the end with these closing thoughts? Are you following what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, I'm still going to try and put my finger on it over the next few days. And of course, please check out our other videos. If you've not seen, I think we've got nearly 300 now. I did mean to check today, and it's going really, really well. And there's something for everyone, but also please hit that subscribe button. We have now 11% of our viewership are subscribers. We did hit the 3,000 mark, which we're so proud of, and now we're working towards 4,000. So please support us by hitting that subscribe button. Of course, we have no affiliate links. We've got no advertising deals. We don't get any money from the developers. Obviously, we do get the instruments for free, and we always say it doesn't cloud our judgments. I mean, you can see how confused I am with this one because I love this instrument, and I'm still trying to find the quality why. But yeah, so we don't have any financial gain from this. So please hit that subscribe button, and that is the best way you can support the channel. Until next time, have a great day, and really do enjoy making some gorgeous music. Until next time, take care.